Hi everyone, Aditya here. I have created this video to actually give a walkthrough of the 3 steps in my blog. One is how to get IMDb APIs for free. Yes, IMDb APIs are available for free. All is required is that you actually give a username, password, and you actually register there with an email address. And actually, you click on you get a confirmation link, and that's it. You can give at least I can say around 100 requests a day and get live data. You don't get actually invalid data or mock data. But this there is a downfall that you cannot use it for any other purposes rather than creating applications for non-commercial purposes. You cannot use it for say an industry or your companies or anything like that. Only for understanding the workflow of IMDb for your applications to actually have something like a book, a movie now showing, or the list of all the 250 movies. Such workflows you can use this APIs for. Part two of this video is on Angular application. It has, a basic Angular application with the Bootstrap theme and AG Grid for searching, sorting, and actually getting the look and feel of IMDb. Say 250 movies can be displayed in a grid, and you can actually search and sort them. Third part of this video is on the Faker and Lodash. So Faker and Lowdash is mostly to do with, say, mock data. You can have 1,000 records, 10,000 records. In case you don't want to work with live data, or don't want to be restricted by valid data, you can always use mocking or mock data. Faker, Lowdash, and JSON server. JSON server is the main part. It has basically you just have to install it and actually have configure on the Faker. And Lodash is for actually getting 100, 200 records, 300 records, the format and the loop which you put in. So I have this implementation in place. I just have to give you a walkthrough on that. Further details, all the links are available below in the blog and also in my medium.com. They're available on the reference links which I've used, and the workflow is also workflow steps, step by step from creating a stash is also available. So please go through that. Let us get started. This is my Angular application, and yes, my Angular application is this. As you can see, I'm getting this data from IMDb itself. This data is not hard-coded. It is live data from IMDb APIs which are free. And the site where you actually have to go for this is IMDb API, -api.com. IMDb-api.com. You have all, as you can see, all these lists of movies which you have. You have top 250, you have top 200. My internet speed is a bit slow here, but let me just see. Yeah, top 250 movies appear something like this. So the API documentation is what we have to concentrate on. You have the endpoints, as you can see here. You have all the endpoints. And there are around 30 plus APIs, if I'm not wrong, correct? If I'm not wrong, yeah. 30 plus IMDb APIs here. For my application, I've used this endpoint. And the walkthrough is on this endpoint itself. The schema is something like this. It has, and this is the IDs which you see here. This is how it works. So having said that, let me give you a step-by-step overview of how it works rather than giving you an introduction and wasting more time on this. Go to register, give a username, give an email, give a password, confirm password and the CAPTCHA, and click on register. After you click on register, you get an email with the link to confirm your email. And that's it. You get the next step you have to do is just log in here. and you get an API key for all your IMDb APIs. So part 2 of my video and my blog is how actually I got started off with Angular, integration of Angular with this IMDb API. Before that, let me just walk you through the basic errors that you get. One by one, and as you're aware, you get errors when you're developing a UI. Let it be, say, any application. But yeah, for like I said, Bootstrap. After you include Bootstrap, I mean, Bootstrap, you actually get it from this. Getting started has all the parameters you require, step by step. But there are a few errors which you get. One is if I don't import the style, something like this. Let me just, so this is, my theme goes away. So this is one of the major parts which actually I was facing trouble with. But if you don't do anything with this guy and you just have it in place, it will work. And bingo, we are back. On undo, we get this. Important thing to note, you have to have a Bootstrap, npm install Bootstrap. You have to have a .css class. You have to actually use your minimum CSS. You have to use this to get the Bootstrap working. And of course, since this is Angular, you have to have Bootstrap app component or any other component, whatever is using Bootstrap, you should have it in this place in the module.ts. So this is Bootstrap. Next, move on to AGGrid. AGGrid has, as you can see, pretty basic simple structure. So let us actually look at AGGrid. What is the getting started of this, and how do I get my hands around it? Few things to note. Install is this way. Style CSS, CSS, whatever you like. This is what we actually follow. There is no prune, there's nothing, just you have to actually use this command to install. Number one. Number two, in module.ts, you have to make these changes in case you're using an Angular AGGrid. As you can see in my, yes, I do have it here. The same changes are here. And this import part, I have used the same theme that is there, but it can be overridden by a custom theme, whatever you like. These are two themes which I included. Important thing to note, you have AJ Angular Grid, which needs to be installed. And that's it, not much. Theme. About AGGrid, there's one simple, you can say, I'm sorry, there's one simple format you have to follow. Is that there's a style, there's a class, there's a form data, and this is the form data, and you have the column definitions. So when you go and you're designing your components, your UI, the main thing to note here is that components diff, which comes under components class, actually is the fields that you provide. So if you see here as a title is here, you have the title there. You have the release servers, release state, you have the release state here. You have the genres, you have the genres here. For our APIs, we don't have the structure or we don't have the header. So what do we do? In such a case, we have in this code, if you see here, you have the dynamic data coming in and you have something called as our interfaces which are filling it up. So interface concept is actually two-way binding concept of Angular. So this is how I actually implement an array of the API. And this is about the AG grid. Now if I move on to Lowdash, npm I save JSON server Lowdash and faker. Give an enter. So let me just pause this so that we can actually move ahead. Okay, so everything is installed. All I need to do is npm run generate. To give an explanation, you have my package.json here. This has the command which actually goes into the generate.js. The generate.js is going to look something like this. As you can see, Lowdash faker is actually declared as a function of exports from modules, and you have require, which is a variable for Lowdash. So Lowdash is actually being called 100 times. All the faker values are here. All the faker values are here, and these are nothing but dummy values which I have put from the GitHub reference of these links here. And that's it. What do I do now is actually I go to my REST client. Or if it is time consuming, I just go to a localhost. I go into movies, English, and there it is, the 100 records of fake data which is available for faker. I think that's it. We are done with this video. So that's it for this video.